Hello everyone and welcome to Nat Plays Solo. Today, I am playing Legendary Marvel again. But, I'm doing things a little different. I have been, in the previous videos, just been playing cards to a specific expansion. Today we're mixing it up a little bit and I am going to be taking on Apocalypse, who was in the Dark City expansion, which I've previously played. Some of the cards are going to be from Dark City, some of them are going to be from other sets. I didn't bother to look at all of them to see where they're coming from, although I still say a majority of the cards are from Dark City because most of our heroes will be X-Force. But let's take a look at the cards I'm going to be playing with today. Alright, let's start with the villain side. The scheme today is Portals to the Dark Dimension. Basically, there's going to be 7 twists in the villain deck. Each time one comes out, it's going to reinforce a spot on the board, starting with the Mastermind, and then moving into the city. If the 7th twist comes out of the deck, then the game is over, and evil wins. And for this game, I'll be fighting Apocalypse. He is a absolutely brutal guy to face. One of his tactic cards when you fight him says that if it's not the last one, then you just have to fight him again. You don't actually get to take him down one. Apocalypse is always the leader of the 4 Horsemen, which he also gives a +2 attack to. So these cards end up being quite difficult in and of themselves. Or some of them with attack of like 8 or 9. I mean, that can just be basically like fighting a Mastermind just in the city. I also went with the Domain of Apocalypse as my other villain deck. Then for the Henchmen, I went with the MODOKs, who are a little bit easier than some of the other ones, but I decided to cut myself a break in this one spot, considering how difficult everything else is going to be. And now let's take a look at the heroes. For the hero side, I went with mostly X-Force heroes. We have Wolverine, Domino, Colossus, Forge, and a X-Men finishing us off with Angel. Alright, let's get this game started. Alright, and here we go. Player 1 on the left, player 2 on the right. Starting with player 1. Let's see what we got. Player 1 plays a MODOK. Nothing too crazy for the first turn. I have 3 attack, 3 recruit, and when I fight a MODOK, I can KO a hero from my discard pile or the headquarters. If that hero has a recruit icon, you get +1 recruit. Well, I don't have anything in my discard pile, so I'd have to get rid of something out here. So I might as well take out this guy. He's taken care of. This comes out. Alright, I have 3 recruits, so I will pick up Domino, ready for anything. It's versatile 2 card. Good way to start with some versatility. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws another MODOK. And he has 5 recruit and only 1 attack. So I think that he will take the No Mercy Wolverine. Draw a card. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. Over to player 1. Player 1 draws Apocalyptic Weapon X. When I fight, I have to KO one of my heroes. But that will not be this turn because I only have 1 attack, but I do have 5 recruit. So I will take the Angel for 4. When a card that causes you to discard this card, rescue a bystander and draw 2 cards. So that costs 4. And then I will pick up this Domino, Lucky Break. So let me draw a card and it's versatile for 1. If I've already played an X card before. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws War. When I fight him, each other player reveals an instinct hero or gains a wound. Also, because Apocalypse is the Mastermind, this is now an attack of 8, not 6. Alright, let's see what I have for attack. I have 3. Now, this says, now when I put the Modok, KO a hero from your discard pile or the headquarters. So I can KO this and get an extra recruit. So that brings me up to 4. So I will... Actually, I'm going to combo these. I'm going to take this one. And I'll take this one. Actually, I'll show them to you. It's this one says I gain a wound. This one says if you would gain a wound, you may discard this card instead. If you do, draw 2 cards. So hopefully I'll end up with these in my hand at the same time. That'll be very helpful. Otherwise, I'm just going to gain wounds for no reason, which is not as much fun. Over to player 1. Player 1 draws Apocalyptic Magneto. When I fight him, I gain a X-Men hero from the headquarters for free. The only one that I have right now is Angel. So he'd be the only one I'd be able to get. Let's see what I got. Not a lot of attack, but 6 recruit. So I will take him for 4. And I believe I already have an instinct one. So I will take this one, which lets me draw a card. And if I've already played instinct one, I get 2 attack off of it. And then this one, if you drew any extra cards this turn, to get +2 attack, which makes that very useful. Alrighty, over to player 2. Player 2 draws another Modok. Alright, so we'll play it this way. First, I'm going to play Draw Their Fire, where I gain a wound. Now I'm going to play Wolverine, which says draw a card. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. So I am going to KO that wound immediately. Unfortunately, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm still able to get rid of the wound. But this one, I can't do the special ability on. But I do have 2 recruit off of it. So I have 5 attack and 4 recruit. The only one I can take out is the Modok, and I guess I should. Have to KO a hero from my discard pile. Unfortunately, I don't have any in there. Or one from headquarters. I will get rid of... I guess I'll just get rid of this cheap one. I don't want to get rid of anything that's good. Although I do have 2 of these out here. So maybe I'm going to KO this Wolverine one instead. Now, because... Yeah, and he didn't have recruit on it, so I don't get the bonus off of that. So that goes into my victory pile. I have 4 recruit. And I will take this Forge called Reboot. It gives me 2 recruit, and if I've already played a tech 1, you may discard a card, and if I do, I get to draw 2 cards. Over to player 1. Player 1 draws another Modok. Let's see what I have. Alright. Can draw a card. More attack. So I have another versatility one in my hand. I have 3 attack, and the option to give myself another 3 attack, which would be 6. This one is actually worth 8. It's a 7, 8, 3. So the only one I'd be able to take out is this guy. So actually, I don't even need... I'll make these recruit because I have enough attack anyway. So I'm attacking this with 3. I do have a hero in my discard pile I can get rid of. So I'll get rid of that, which gives me another recruit. So I have a total of 6 recruit. So I will take... Take this Angel one for when I have to discard it. I get to draw 2 more. Then I will just take this domino one for 1. All right, over to player 2. Player 2 draws another MODOK. Nothing great in here. 2 attack, which is not enough to take out anything. 4 recruit. And I will go with the Wolverine for 4, which lets me get extra attack if I've drawn any extra cards. Over to player 1. Player 1 draws Apocalyptic Blink. When I fight it, I have to reveal the top card of my deck. I get to draw it or teleport it. And let's see what I have for attack. Well, I have enough to take out that guy anyway. So, 3 attack going here. I don't have anything in my discard pile. So I'm going to have to get rid of one of these. And I will get rid of this Colossus, which is going to give me extra recruit. Yeah. So now I have 5 recruit. I think I'll take up this one. Domino Specialized Ammunition. You may discard a card from your hand. If that card has a recruit icon, you get +4 recruit. If that card has a attack icon, you get +4 attack. That is very, very awesome. Looking forward to using that. Or to player 2. Player 2 draws a Scheme Twist. All right, so now when these come out, they basically open a dark portal in each spot. And that dark portal makes whatever you have to attack there +1 attack. So this first one is going to go on the Mastermind. So now it's going to take a 13 in order to take him out. All right, let's see what else we have. Have to take something out. So I play this. It's an attack of 3, but I gain a wound. So that's going to go in my discard pile. I don't have any tech ones to play, so I just get the recruitment off of this. 2 more attack. This brings me up to 5. So I can, when I fight this, I reveal the top card of my deck. I can either draw it or teleport it, which would mean save it for the next turn instead. Actually, I'm going to play this now just so I can get rid of that wound before it comes up again. So I draw a card. Also nice. And then I get to KO a card from my discard pile, so I'm getting rid of the wound. This one is if you drew any extra cards this turn, you get +2 attack, which is 4. Unfortunately, that will not be enough to take anything else out. I have 2 recruit off of this, plus another 2 for a total of 4. I will take Colossus for 3. All right, over to player 1. Player 1 draws another Blink. Let's see what I have in my hand. All right, I can hopefully do some damage this turn. So I'm going to make both of these attack ones, and they both let me draw a card. So I'll draw a card, draw another card. Then if you drew any extra cards this turn, you get +2 attacks. This is now 4. So I'm up to 6. I have 7. And I have 8. So because this one is +2 because of him, I will take out this guy for 8. Each other player reveals an instinct hero or gains a wound. I'm guessing he does not have any. All right. So he's getting a wound in his discard pile. I still have 4 recruit. So I will, well, of these I really only have one choice. I will take the angel ones, let me draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws a Scheme Twist. So now, put a little lower actually. So now these are +1 attack. So this one is going to be an 8 to get rid of. Fun, fun, especially when I do not draw well. So I have 5 recruit, so I will also take, I'm going to take this one for player 2, which lets me discard a card, and then it's recruit if it's a recruit card, attack if it's an attack card. Player 1, Master Strike. All right, each player reveals their hand and puts all their heroes that cost 1 or more on the top of the deck. So that'd be this one, this one, this one, and this one, leaving me with absolutely nothing. And then same for player 2. Get rid of this. I guess the Grievous Wound gets to stay. Yay. All right, well, he gets to hold on to a couple more cards than player 1 did. So yeah, I literally have nothing I can do this turn. So that's that. Those go in the discard pile. Over to player 2. Scheme Twist. Now the streets are reinforced with that. And this is not a great hand. To recruit, to attack. Not enough to do anything. The only thing I can do, I'll pick up a sidekick. Alrighty, player 1 draws a Master Strike. So, I have to get rid of all of them that cost 1 or more, which is the same ones that I had from last time. Leaving me once again with not much. And player 2, also not looking great. This time I have 2 recruit, so player 1 is going to pick up a sidekick. And that is all he can do on his turn. Now I'm going to draw the same 4 cards again, but with 2 more. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws a Scheme Twist. So now this is a 9 to take out. This could be a very quick game if it keeps going this way. I have 2 attack, which is not enough to do anything. 2 recruit, not enough to recruit any heroes, so I will gain a sidekick. Over to player 1. Player 1 draws a Scheme Twist. So now the bank is reinforced. Yeah, this could be a real quick game, you guys. A real quick game. All right, so I'm going to go with attack for this one. I can play this one now, which lets me draw a card and is now +2 attack. I will play this one also for the attack, but it lets me draw a card, which gives me a total of 1, 3, 4, 5. Not great, but it's at the very least enough to take out this card. So I reveal the top card of my deck. I can draw it or teleport it. And I will, since I'm not going to attack anything else this turn, I'm going to teleport it for the next one. Now I have 5 recruit. So I can take this one for 3. And I can pick up a sidekick. All right, over to player 2. Player 2 draws Death, which is going to have an attack of 9. All right, I have some stuff here though. Play this one, which normally I gain a wound, except now I can play this one with, if it would gain a wound, you may discard this card instead. If you do, draw 2 cards. So I'll draw these. Now I can draw a card. Then I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I believe there's a wound in here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So I'll KO that. Do I have any other tech ones? Yes, I do. Okay. So I will play this and I will use it for the attack. So I have to discard. Oh, I don't have a attack card like I thought I would. All right. Well, this is okay. I will just discard a recruit one instead. So I'm not getting attack off of that. But we're all right. I still have 3 there. And then I can play this one because I've already played a tech one. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. So I will discard this one. I only picked up 1. I have to shuffle this to pick up another. More recruitment. Let's see. If you drew any extra cards this turn, you get +2 attack. Which means right now I am at, wow, only 4. I really thought that I was going to be able to turn that into something. But I do have some recruit. So I have, oh no, wait, sorry. I have 7. Forgot about that. 3 plus that equals 7. Unfortunately, the 3 that are out there are more powerful than that. So even though I have 7, that's still not enough. So I have 4 recruit, 6 recruit, 8 recruit, 10 recruit. So I am going to go with this one. 7 angels, super powerful one. It's called Strength of Spirit. Discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Also has an attack of 4. All right, then I have 3 recruit left. I will pick up this Wolverine one for 2. Alrighty, not awesome. Got some stuff, but not awesome. Over to player 1. Player 1 draws a MODOK. Good old MODOK. Happy to see at this point. All right, let's go draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Oop, I only had 1. All right, so I drew these 2. Now that says I have to discard 1. So I will play, when a card effect causes you to discard this card, rescue a bystander, and draw 2 cards. So, and I rescued him, which says when you rescue this bystander, draw a card. So now I get to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. A lot of recruits. I'm going for attack. All right, so let's get this out of the way now. So I'm going to play this one. And I can discard an attack one. So this is now 4 attack. I can play this one, which I also go with attack. So that's another 2. That brings me up to 6. I'll play this one, which brings me up to 7. And I get to draw a card. Play this one. Since I've drawn other cards, that is now a 4. And then I have the attack off of this. So that's 4, 6, 7, 11, 12 attack. Fortunately, well, it doesn't even matter. I wouldn't even want to hit him at this point anyway. I got to get rid of some of this other stuff. So this one is currently a 9. And he's the closest to escaping. So I guess, although if he escapes... If he escapes, then I have another mastermind to deal with, which I don't really want to do. So what I say my total was, it is 11. So maybe I will just take out this guy instead. He is a 9. And I would gain a X-Hero from the headquarters for free when I fight him, but there aren't any out right now because Angel's the only one that would do that. So I just get rid of him. And then I only have 2 attack remaining, which is not enough to take out the MODOK, unfortunately. But at least I was able to take out 1 guy. It's pretty impressive at this point. So for recruitment, I have 6. So I will go for this Colossus, which is a 4 attack. It's another 2 if I play a strength 1 first. I do have some strength 1s, so I should be okay. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws a Master Strike. So I have to get rid of any cards that cost 1 or more. Fortunately, most of my hand on this side was all zeros anyway. The sidekick was the only one that cost more than that. That goes on top of my deck. Wasn't terrible for player 1 either, but still not great. So I have 3 attack, which is actually enough to get rid of this MODOK. I just have to get rid of something from my hand. I'm sorry, I mean KO something from my discard pile. I will get rid of the recruit one, so that gives me an extra recruit. So I now have a recruit of 3. So I'm just going to pick up a Maria Hill, since there weren't any 3s out here. All right, over to player 1. War comes out, which has an attack of 8. Can't attack anything. Can only just pick up a sidekick to put in my discard pile. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws a bystander. This is going to go underneath War. All right. I can play the sidekick, which lets me draw 2 cards. I was only able to get 1 so far. And a Maria Hill. So let's see. Not a lot of attack. So I might just... yeah, I have phasing on this one, and I'm not going to be able to attack anything anyway. So I will do the phasing and draw something else. Maybe get to use it next turn. But let's see what I have for recruit. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to pick up the Wolverine special one, which is count the number of extra cards you drew this turn. Draw that many cards. That should be quite... Oh man, paired with the Angel one, that is going to be insane. Assuming I live long enough to use it. All right, over to player 1. Gotta keep going for attack. This lets me draw a card. I have to shuffle my discard pile. I draw a sidekick. So I'm going to draw 2 more cards. Yes, all right. So I'm going to play this one for the attack. So this is now 2 attack. I also have 1 on there, so I'm up to 3. Now I can play this one and get to draw a card, and it's also worth 2 attack now. Because I played an X one, I will play this for the attack, and I also get to draw a card. All right. So what will I have for recruit? Actually, I'm changing this to recruitment. So this is 1 recruit, 2, 3, 4. And now I can play this one, which says, once this turn, if you made at least 6 recruit, you get +2 attack. So now I have, by playing this, so now this is worth 2 attack. So by changing that one, I made this one actually give me more attack out of it. And then, since this is a strength one, I can play this one, which is 4 plus 2. So I'm at 1, 3, 5, 7, 13, 14. Which would be enough to hit him. But I do kind of want to clear some of these other ones out of the way. Unfortunately, I'd only be able to get 1 hit in on whatever I do. Because these are all pretty powerful dudes right now. You know what? I'll risk it since I don't have much of a chance of winning this one anyway. I will actually go for him. I'm going to hit him once. Let's see what it is. Alright, so this says each other player plays a 4 horseman villain from their victory pile as if playing it from the villain deck. Player 2 does not have any, so I don't have to play those, which is awesome. Alright, so on to recruitment. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 recruit. So I am going to... Actually, I might as well just take another one of these because this works out pretty well. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, so this one is a sidekick. I have to get rid of it. This one is a sidekick, and I have to get rid of it. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws a Scheme Twist. Huh. One more. Out of this stack, the game is just over. Alrighty. Play this one, draw a card. I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I'm sure I have something in here I want to get rid of. I do. I'll get rid of that. Play an old recruit one. Do I have any tech in my hand? No. Am I going to have enough to be able to fight any of these guys? Probably not. They're all insanely powerful at this point. But I did draw a card, so this is now 4, 5, 6. No, I can do this. 8. Still have 8. All right. So I can take out War. Oh, no, wait. His... There's now 9, so I can't, because these guys are way too powerful. I will use this instead for phasing, since I can't take anything out. So let's see. Well, that's hilarious. Oh no, yeah, I can draw a card. I just don't have any attack off of this one. So I will draw a card, which I already knew what it was going to be. It's this, but now I can phase again. Now, let's see, where am I at? 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. 4, 5, 6. Hey, that would bring me up to 9. So I gain a wound. But now I have enough to take this one out. So, fight. Each other player reveals an instinct hero or gains a wound. Let's see what I have. No instinct. So he's gaining a wound. But this is put in the victory pile. Alright. Then I have recruitment of 3. So I'll pick up this angel. Alright, over to player 1. Bystander. This one is going to go... Come on. Under death. And let's see what I can do. Well, we'll start with this. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. Great. So now I have to discard 1, so I will discard this. I will rescue a bystander. I will draw 2 more cards. And what I can do is I can play this one, and I can, instead of using it for attack, I'll take my chances and discard this one. So I'm getting this for recruit. So this is now for recruit. But I am rescuing a bystander, and then I get to draw 2 cards. So maybe I can draw something that works out even better for me. Doesn't look like it. I will draw another card that's versatile. I'll make it attack. Unless there's no point. Yeah, all I did was draw a bunch of shield ones that aren't that helpful. Might have been better off just making that +4 attack. But let's see what we got. Actually, I might be better up just picking up better cards at this point. All right, so that's recruit. We'll make that recruit too. So that's 5 recruit, 7 recruit, 8, 9, 10, 11 recruit. Yeah, I wouldn't have had enough to attack any of that stuff anyway. So 11 recruit. So I'm going to go with this 5. This 4. Now it comes out. And this for 1. Oh, and I had 1 left, so I'll take that one too. Alrighty. Over to player 2. Player 2 draws. Scheme twist and the game's over. How about that, huh? Oh, what was in my... Did I have good stuff in my hands? I had him. I could have been some awesome stuff. But unfortunately, the game is over. Well, that went horribly. I'm not overly surprised. I had set the difficulty on that pretty high. And then unfortunately, I just had the Scheme Twist came out of the villain deck very early on. And I had 15 cards left in there. If I had had 15 more turns, I'd like to think I would have been able to pull out a victory maybe, but it just didn't work out that way. I do want to try going against Apocalypse again. I think that I will probably pick a little bit of an easier scheme to go along with it, because the combination of the two is very tough. I mean, having the different city spots and the Mastermind getting, you know, a +1 was just enough to make it so I just couldn't take anything out most of the time. It was really tough, but it's still enjoyable even when you lose, just because you can try out different things with it. So I am going to be playing Apocalypse soon, but I think it might the degree of difficulty might be pulled back a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe, and there's going to be more coming soon. Thanks so much.